everyone. Hello, all. Welcome, as always, to Blaine's Escape Corner, our little corner of the internet. We get together, we talk about the things that help us escape. Hello, Serranos. Welcome to our Waifu Wednesday stream, our weekly short stream where we look at what the top anime is. My internet works. I wasn't here yesterday because the internet decided not to work, so that was pretty garbage. Boo. Boo hoo. You're a spooky ghost, Mr. Michael D3. Congrats. No, I'm done. Sorry, let me clarify. Allow me to clarify. I have completed the plumbing and the electrical because NEC and UPC, I know. I know very well NEC and UPC. So I did all the updates there to make all of that UL certified and everything all good. And now it is time to hand the reins off to the professional contractors to fix the issues that I have with the hood, as well as some other things. So we'll have them finish the job, but I am very glad to be done with what I need to do in that. I beat off those internet hobos. Where I live, there is a very major power junction as well as a pretty major networking hub. So anytime that they want to do any sort of infrastructure upgrade or there's some sort of issue or downtime, it's me and like 1,000 other people that are all getting affected by whatever happens. So they're like, oh, we'll just update this. And it's like, what's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people? Why would you do that? Boo you. Boo you. Welcome, Sergeant George Ishak. Welcome, Jemmy. Jemmy, pull that up. Paraphrasing? Phrasing? Oh, man, what did I say? Was it good? Was it worth a clip? Was it worth a clip? Take that clip, share it with your friends. Let them know you got this weirdo on the internet talking about Japanese cartoons and making clippable moments. Pew! Beat off those internet hobos. Yeah, you got to sometimes. Sometimes it's the only way to get them away. Ooh, memory saver frees up memory from inactive tabs so it can be used in other active tabs and apps. Not now. Beat that like button while you're at it. Exactly. I didn't realize they made it a whacking off hobos. Yeah, they've all been whacked. That is true. Ooh, Concole, a developer, wins defamation lawsuit. Hold on. Alrighty. Here we go. We're gonna let's look at this before we get into our list. This is interesting. Get my like button out your damn mouth. The Tokyo District Court awarded 4.4 million yen, about $33,000 in damages to C2 Praparat Co., the creator and developer of the Concole game, on January 26th. The decision was for a lawsuit against an individual who defamed the franchise and C2 head Kensuke Tanaka by selling defamatory merchandise and impersonating Tanaka's likeness. What? That sounds like an IP lawsuit, not a... That's defamation? You guys ready for VPNs to get bipartisanly butt fucked? Uh-oh. Are they telling VPNs to store the data? Is my Surfshark hashtag wish I was sponsored not going to be the way that I go around staying safe? Let's hold on. The individual participated in an event creators to publish Dojin, derivative works of Concole, where he wore a mask that impersonated Tanaka and sold sex toys that portrayed characters from the franchise. District Court also prohibited. No way. This is improper use of intellectual property. This isn't a defamation suit. Prohibited against manufacturing and distribution of the mask containing Tanaka's likeness, as well as destruction of all files and materials used in the making of the mask. Legal action against the person. Then they're going to talk about the anime. Oh my goodness. So no, they did not win a defamation lawsuit as American law would call it defamation, but they did enforce their copyright in order to protect their IP. Interesting. I wonder if they have a whole lot. Okay. Does everyone in chat know what an Ona hole is? Because that's the term I'm going to use in order to not have YouTube immediately adult flag this right now. There are companies that make and sell Ona holes that will have like a picture of like some anime character on the front. It's like, this one's my Ona hole. And it's like, oh, how do you know? You're making that up. And I'm sure that like nobody cares. I'm sure it's the same dang Ona hole just stamped off the line. There was like, put this person's, hey, we ran out of Fuyutsuki's Ona hole. Well, just give him some Kaide's. And, you know, it's all, nobody really knows. They just changed the skin tone or something like that. But I wonder if Can Cole does that, and that's where they're like, hey, no, you can't, you can write your little fanfic dojins, but you can't be selling our product. You're distracting from our brand. Goblin girls make great walking odals. No links today. No links today. We're not getting. All right, I'm clicking the link. Damn it. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm playing that one. It's the guy shouting about who has his own hole. That's all. That is very funny. Very, very funny. Get distracted. Damn it. All right. Bit of a different list for this one. So we're gonna instead of our normal crazy graph of all the ups and downs of every episode, we're gonna skip straight to the best and worst winter 2023 anime. See what the writers and readers and the whatever of ANN think about that. All right, winter blah blah blah. Note: commentary may include spoilers. Spoiler alert! Watch out for the spoilers. So it's the editorial team that put this together. This isn't based on the numbers. Maybe we'll go back and we'll go with the actual numbers afterwards. But for Richard Eisenbeiss, you watched the only show I wouldn't want to have spoiled, so you're good. Oh, what did you finish? Was it Trigun? The Eminence in Shadow for a best. See, I like Eminence in Shadow, but I don't know that I can put that as a best when it comes to this last season. Good, not best. Trigun. Ooh. So Waifu has begun the original Trigun, which is 2 reasons to rewatch anime, and one of them is if you're showing it to somebody else. So I'm rewatching Trigun now. I have problems. Runner-up was Nier Automata. You can't have a runner-up when they can't even finish the anime, dang it. A Brandon raid. Oh, he finally finished. I was over on the Anime Guys channel. We were talking 2000s to 2003 anime, and I had to bail. Had to bail early. Welcome everyone from Brandon's stream. Flawed Man of God, you finished Ragnarok. Nice. Can't wait for Big Daddy Buddha to start laying some smackdown. Welcome Fansite. What's up? 213 series / OVAs at final count. 213 for 3 years? No way. He didn't do that. Jeez. Honorable mentions. What is this? Isn't a best and worst when you've got ups and downs. Yeah, like, oh, it's my best and worst, and then I got like 6 other things that I'm gonna talk about. Buddha reeks of Mary Sue. What? How does Buddha reek of Mary Sue? Buddha, the human that became a god, reeks of Mary Sue. That doesn't even make sense. Mary Sue's have power that you're like unexplained, but they just have power because they're like powerful, and like the story is just like no, they win. They win. Don't worry about it. They know how to do everything. They can do anything. Don't worry about it. We're talking about literal gods. Like, why wouldn't they be so powerful if they could do whatever they want? I don't know. I I don't think that's a Mary Sue. I don't think that term counts. Worst Ice Blade sorcerer shall rule the world. There was a bucket. There was a bucket of shows that you could pick for your worst. I'm curious to see what everybody else picks, but Ice Blade sorcerer definitely within the bucket of worst shows for last season. Because some of them can't in the show. I see. All right, Rebecca. I guess this is what happens when Japan feels like Americans on 7-4. You put Monogatari at worst. Ooh, interesting. Biscuit Hammer. No, not last year. Last season. Last season. Best with Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Season 4. Runner-up, Vampire Dies in No Time. Michael, you've been enjoying that one. And then worst, Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. Let me be clear. I like Sugar Apple Fairy Tale as a story. It has its problems, but it also has enough to make up for them, so this entry is in no way condemnation of the series as a whole. Why would you call it the worst then, if you're not condemning the series as a whole? No, this is a condemnation of the majority of the male human characters in the show. To put it mildly, they suck. Oh, wow. Wow. Rebecca Silverman doesn't like the dick in Sugar Apple Fairy Tale and takes it out on all of them. Jonas tries to kill Anne. Blames her for his shortcomings. Huge ass. Knows what Jonas is doing and does precisely nothing to stop it. Oh, imagine not stepping in to save a woman. Sammy tries to maim Anne while just generally being an asshole. Head of the Radcliffe Workshop, doesn't even get a name, knows what he did. You give the Duke a bit of a pass? Oh, come on, lay into him. Lay into him. Let us know what happened. Let us know how all the man bad in Sugar Apple Fairy Tale, the anime about fairies that are full-size slaves to humans. That would be great. That would be fantastic. Is the audio cutting in and out, or is it me? I don't know. Is it? Is the audio going in and out? My dial-up can't keep up? Uh-oh. Let me try. I'll add a little compression. We'll see if that helps out. Gosh, if my internet's not back yet, I show full 10 out of 10 going up. So I'll compress that, and then yeah, the gate's off. So my gate wouldn't be doing anything. We'll see if the compression helps. Well, how much did you guys hear? Did you hear me yelling about how this show's dumb, but also this is a dumber take than the show? Hair too swirly, taking up all my dang bits. Compie to the bits. 56K working at full hamster. Yeah, I cannot wait for the fiber to come down my street. We heard the bit. Move on. Thank you. Chris Ferris gives the best at Majirevo of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genie's Young Lady. Definitely good. Definitely good. I need to finish it. I can't see it getting bad. I can see people having arguments for could be better. But I don't know exactly what will be. All right, I'll turn the gain down a hair. And I'll turn the make sure that's plugged in. Make sure that's seated nicely. Never go full hamster. How sober is Blaine? I am half an ounce in. I'm pretty damn sober still. Engaged Kiss gets worst show of the season. It still leaves a bad taste in my Somebody posted a GIF in the anime no context subreddit from Engaged Kiss. Ooh, this person, Christopher Ferris, keep an eye on them. They put Pretty Cure. You know, the other person that likes the Pretty Cure series is Digi, whatever they call themselves now. Digi Bro, Digi Bra, Digi Ma, Digi Sis, whatever we call them. Well, definitely not Sis, if you know what I'm saying. Most disappointing Revenger? What? What? That a most disappointing. YouTube says I have an excellent connection, so I'll assume if there's any issue with the audio that it probably comes from my I removed and then replaced. Was doing some wire organization here with all my stuff. You all know me. I was rooting for Revenger there for a minute. A new series by Gen Urabuchi, Gen the Butcher, which felt like something he wrote for himself rather than having his name slapped on it purely for publicity purposes. And between some of its fun, murdery moments, the series seemed to be reaching for a real purpose. The heroes stormed the castle and killed all the bad guys. Gestured growth and breaking of cycles by the Avengers, still going through the same motions as it started, as dudes get killed, silly, stupid, and occasionally amusing ways. Can't lay this all at Urabuchi's feet, as co-writer Renji Oki has taken over the bulk of scripting duties. Yeah. Also can't distract from feeling like a comeback tour where the lead singer absentmindedly stumbled off the stage 12 weeks in. Blaine looks about as pixelated as a Japanese bukkake. You think stream is scuffed, just wait for scuffed emblem. What? Everything says excellent condition. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, people. Another best for Majirevo. Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genie's Young Lady. Another Yuri fan up in here with My Hero Academia Season 6. What? The season where we realize that everything can be fixed by a little girl and then Deku goes Dark Knight for a minute and then the power of friendship makes him not Dark Knight. This is your runner up for best of the season. Oh my gosh, Dupree. Magic Revel was the best show this season, so that's a good take. Runner up. This runner up is not a runner up. Fun roller coaster, big fights, twists, and escalating tension. There is no tension. There is no more tension. These are the people that make me annoyed with Magirevo. Well, ignore these people because Magirevo is still good. Worst was Tokyo Revengers. Part of this is probably my fault. I saw how bad Tokyo Revengers could get when it tried to drag out a simple story arc over an entire season. Yet I still let the cliffhanger ending of season 1 draw me back in. For a while, I thought they were back on track and the series would find a way to be compelling and likable again. But eventually that hope withered across a month-long fight full of underwhelming twists and terrible fight animation. Before I knew it, we were right back to the most agonizing segments of the Bloody Halloween arc, limping toward a conclusion with all the athleticism of our chronically concussed protagonist. That is a really that's your worst anime. Okay, let's all be reminded here. Let's all remember this is a season that includes Onai. These people could have chosen Oni Mai as the worst anime of the season. Saying, people I don't like this thing, so this thing is bad. Yes, the amendment. Mr. AJ cosplay. Best Blue Lock? Okay. If you're at all in that, I could see you really liking it. The animation is fun. The storyline is interesting. Definitely. I can get behind this. So far, the best choices have been I Get It. It's starting to get uncomfortable in here. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's it'll get worse. Another My Hero run up. Get out of here. Worst high card. Ha ha ha. Okay. Here's a worst I don't know if I disagree with. I definitely finished high card. I was excited to see high card, but high card wasn't what I thought it would be. Worst of the season though. Worst of the season. It got worse as it went on. I will say that. It started out with like, well, this isn't what I expected. And then it got worse. High card was bad from the start. You don't understand, Serranos. Did you finish high card? High card got worse. Okay? If you didn't finish it, spoiler alert, it gets worse. They try to explain the cards. And then they try to do a big ol' ass pull thing you like couldn't really have figured was coming until the last couple episodes where they give it like a whole like, oh, look at this backstory, and you're like, oh, I get it now. And then like you get 2 episodes to wrap that up. Anyway, it didn't start great. What happened to day 1 Blaine liking high card? It got worse. I just explained it. Trigun's twists were all set up and reasonable. Trigun's twists don't count because they're decades old twists that they were able to repurpose and get a whole new audience excited about. Trigun's finale, I'm still on the fence. I am still on the fence. I'm still on the fence. I like what it tried to do, but I don't know that the execution works out in the end. And what's worse, I think you change one thing and the Trigun ending works again. Maybe 2 things. Maybe 2 things. But if you change those 2 things, you kind of ruin the whole hashtag not my Trigun that you're getting people into and excited about. finale wasn't actually that great, but you like the show a lot. We'll talk more. We'll talk more once more people have seen Trigun. James Beckett. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. A 1 hour special is your best of the damn season? What kind of... God. The only thing this human, James Beckett, doesn't like about Attack on Titan is that he can't jerk off the Titans. That's the only thing he hates about the show. He's like, the show is amazing, peak, best of the best. But if those Titans all had big old dangers wailing around as they ran around, it would be way better of a show. That's what he thinks. He dreams about giant Titan willies. Gah! How? The heck? Is it cheating? Shut up, bitch. Runner-up Vinland. Okay, a clear... You don't even have to watch Vinland Saga to know that Vinland Saga is easily one of the best of the season. Oh, it's my runner-up to a single episode of an anime that won't end. Gosh. I hate people sometimes. Worst Spy Classroom. Gotta say, I agree. Spy Classroom was in my scum bucket. I am half tempted to go back, but I also really don't, I don't think that's worth my time. Is Attack on Titan any good? Attack on Titan is fine. This is my old argument. The problem with Attack on Titan is not Attack on Titan most of the time. The problem with Attack on Titan is Attack on Titan fans. Attack on Titan fans that are like, this, because it came out, years ago. So it was like, oh, this is like Game of Thrones, but anime. Oh my gosh, anyone could die at any moment. No characters have plot armor. Oh, I wonder what the mysteries are of all this world. And it's interesting because as a show, when you're watching that first season, you're like, okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, this kind of a daunting world. We're going to try to fight back against it, but we're kind of powerless because we're so weak against it. Some of it's pretty fun. The use of CG is functional because you're supposed to feel like they're otherworldly. But it's the show itself is just an okay show, but there's people that just freaking love it. They love it. And it's just not that great. The big twists are never that like mind-blowing if you've read more than 5 stories in your life or seen more than 10 anime in your time. Like you'll be like, "Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's kind of it was either that or that, and then it makes sense that they're going to go this way." Game of Thrones with this, except with less flaccid penises. No characters have plot armor except the main characters. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, anyone could die at any moment. Unless they're a main character, That's literally what plot armor is. That's what it means. What do we care? What are we doing here? All right, we turn this back on. If you have any inkling about something like Attack on Titan and you're like, oh, I might like that, watch Kabanari of the Iron Fortress. And it is Attack on Titan in, 40 episodes instead of, what are we at? What is season 4 part 3 technically? Is that our 7th season of Attack on Titan and we're still not wrapping it up? Kabanari, much better cohesive story. Same basic idea, just instead of giant titans, they're more like zombies. Sounds like an amazing show, to be honest. Like I said, the show itself, not bad. It's kind of fun. It's Spider-Men with like crazy grapple hooks and swords, and they fight against giant titans, and the titans are outside the wall. Yeah. Just important side characters. Princess Tutu outtakes. Aaron dies all the time. Yeah, you got to remember it's Aaron who doesn't, with an E. Another Magi Revo. Best anime fin the Mario movie coming out next month. Yeah, sure. Cool. Cool. Nifty. Great. I just hope that the Mario movie, I hope it does well and we get more interesting game adaptations into film. Less than 13. What's it, like 5 now? Runner up, Stampede. We all can get behind that. Lofty came from a petri dish. Well, that's weird. Was he trying to make a homunculus? You're gonna see the movie because the kids will love it. I'll probably see the movie. I just don't know when. I just don't. I'm probably gonna end up in like a friend group that's like, oh, we should watch the movie. I'm like, okay, sure. I just have no, I don't have any real desire. Summertime rendering? This is bullshit. Are you serious? This guy's pulling a Michael. Summertime rendering was like summer of 2022. It was 100% available. It was available last year. Get out of here. A Gretzko season 5. Does this person, this is like this is a flawed man of God. He's like, I like that one I saw on Netflix. It was more like that Netflix anime I saw. At least it's a final season or whatever. So that's cool. They're not gonna just keep it going. Lindsay loving buddy daddies. Ooh. Hitmen raising a child. We have sort of that odd couple dynamic. Like, this show should be good. Like, on paper, I think about this show and I'm like, everything about this show should be good. But they focus so much on how the little girl made them bad at their job without like showing that having her made them bad at their job, that it really, it didn't add up. Like, they had one job that they did that, like, they brought her along and it ruined the job, but then they got her into daycare and it was like, okay, why do you guys still suck at your job? Like, it was a weird one. It was a weird one. It was like, I couldn't really deduce from the show why they kept sucking. It didn't really make sense to me. So I feel like maybe if there was more to it, they like explained how they kept sucking. But I don't know. We'll find out. Runner up, Trigun Stampede far outweighs Buddy Daddies every day of the week. You don't mind me, the token normie? Welcome. Welcome, token normie. Where is Labyrinth? Labyrinth was last season. Worst at Fire Hunter. Oof. I've only seen one. I've only seen one, and it definitely felt slow. I don't know that I'm gonna go back and actually finish this one, so I'm gonna be okay with this one. I'm gonna be okay with this one. That's a that's a one I can be okay with. All right, where are we at? Best Mario is Captain Lou Albino. Production made me drop it. Pacing got work. I'd skip it. Okay. Stu's job in the art. Not really close to worst show though. Yeah. Yeah. These people don't quite understand what the term worst was. What the heck is this? 2 minute Crunchyroll store Australia? What what even is this? That's the weirdest link I think I've ever seen. Jemmy, I don't know what you pulled up on that one. That's a weird one. Best Mario was a Saturday morning cartoon. Get Isekai. Don't worry, we'll have Truck Coon soon. So top of the week 12. So we got a lot of shows finishing up. Agi Revo finally on top with Tomo-chan, Angel Next Door. Still with a My Hero. How the My Hero is still up there? What am I talking about? It's a clip from Xavier Renegade Angel. Okay, here's the thing that this is. Here's what got me on this here. Xavier Renegade Angel AIDS. Crunchyroll Store Australia. And this came out 13 years ago. AdultSwimDVD.com Australia. Madman.com. AU Auctions. Or Actions. Like, this is the only 11,000 upvotes. This is the weirdest thing I've been linked. And Fansite is in chat from time to time, sending me links. Definitely reboot. Yeah. 100%. That's some reboot. I've never seen that in my life. Okay. Buddy Daddies. Still in the top 10. You didn't read the channel, you just watched the clip. But like, what is that actually Crunchyroll's Australian channel? Like, that's super weird if it is. And if it's not, then like Crunchyroll Australia should probably get on top of that. Look at how far down Vinland Saga is for people that vote on Anime Corner. That's insane. That video should be stoned. It would be in most countries in the world. That is true. That is true. Campfire Cooking, just outside the top 10. Farming Life pulling up to number 12. I like that. I like that a lot. Tokyo Revengers. Handyman Saitao, 16th. That might be the highest rating it's gotten. So congratulations, Handyman, for finally showing some Anime Corner viewers that they can work. Nice. Pushing Onimai outside the top 20. That's what I like to see. Push it farther. Push it real good. Why? Because there's not enough people watching them. Gosh, it makes me sad. It makes me sad. I don't want to keep looking past the down below there. Good work, Handyman. Good job. Great work. Anime Boomer Corner. More like Anime Corner. Over here at Any Trends, though, we got Angel Next Door Spoils Me moving up into the #1 spot. Maybe they kiss? I don't know. I'd have to ask Alex. I think Alex, you're watching this, right? We'll have to see. Maybe there's a valiant ending and a turnaround in their relationship that makes this one worth watching. You can't even with these show titles. What do you mean you can't even? The Angel Next Door Spoils Me rotten. You're in high school and the hot chicken class lives next door and she comes over to your place to cook and clean. You can't with that title. I think you know why this title's getting updated. People like that idea. Vinland Saga going down. Magi Revo still sitting at #3 with Tomo-chan behind it. Tomo-chan behind Magi Revo. Yes, it has a good ending. Nice. All those anime guys watching it with their GFs. You mean their Dakimakura? Is that what you mean? Literally won't fit. Yeah. Genius ... They can't even get all 3 dots for an ellipses. They can only put 2 dots on the end of that title. Buddy Daddy is in the top 5. Near, I should get rid of that one because you're not allowed to if you can't finish in the season. Watching it with their numb hand. I tease. All them strangers out there. This is upsetting. Beyond, like, whatever the immeasurable disappointment meme is that you want to pick, whichever one's your favorite disappointed meme, whether it's Kevin Sorbo shouting disappointed or if it's the reviewer going my enjoyment is, or my disappointment is immeasurable. Onimai dropped 4 places and remained in the top 10. 4 places that an anime about a guy getting turned into a little girl and then being scientifically observed by his crazy magic science sister dropped 4 places and stayed in the top 10. Oh boy. Where's the I don't want to be on this planet anymore gif? Maybe that one will work. It's like I always say, it's not the anime, it's the anime fans. You never watched Sorbo? I love the... Let me pull up the Kevin Sorbo one because I think it's so funny. Blaine becomes more disillusioned with the world every passing day that people like Onimai. You know? Maybe they had a point. Who had a point? You know. They. I'll do this. No. This one? Sure. That way it's a little bit smaller.
Wait a minute.
I love that he just has a goatee, too. Like, why did they give Hercules a little goatee?
This isn't my world. Disappointed!
That right there. Disappointed. That's the meme, everybody. With Onimai being on the list, Blaine finally understood Aaron. Finally, Jaeger bomb makes sense to me in the world. And I think we should maybe move forward with it. Evil Herc. Yeah, I watched Xena Warrior Princess back in the day. I'm familiar with what's going on. You have to imagine it was in quotes instead of brackets, and they just kept that take. You've seen this clip? Good to know the sauce? Yeah, that's Kevin Sorbo shouting disappointed because he didn't make it back to his own world. My Futurama reference, thank you. I don't want to be on this planet anymore. live on this planet anymore. Yeah. Oh, good. All right, back to so in honor of Waifu Wednesday, let's check out the waifus. Let's see where they're at. Win. So Anisfia. We clipped Mike Myers last night being denied playing Stairway to Heaven. Oh, nice. Put some respect on Professor Farnsworth's name. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to put respect on the name, or am I supposed to get the name out my mouth? What is it? What am I supposed to do here? Waterfall episode of Xena is the closest we got to a kiss. Oh, I remember. And it's like the chokey stab. I remember the one where the blonde chick was like, was she evil or possessed? And they like did the chokey stab on her, and you're like, no. Put some respect on the name before it comes out your damn mouth. Am I gonna get in trouble one of these days for black voice because I'm trying to impersonate Will Smith, or is Will Smith a wide enough rapper that it's okay to for me to do? Where's the social justice court on that one? Only if you say the N-word. What about Enwa? Isn't that the Oblivion meme? So of course we have the angel next door spoiling me rotten right at the top here. Fiyutski. I like that Fiyutski's moving up. That people are like, you know what? Having a coworker who's kind and doesn't immediately jump to the worst conclusions, that's probably a pretty good person. I agree. I agree for this last season. I would even probably one of the tops. Only if you grew up in the hood. Yeah. I mean, most people wouldn't call it a hood, but there were literal pit bull guard dogs at the crack dealers. But it was a weird hood growing up because you had pit bulls guarding the crack dealers, retired like Boeing employees who were just like gardening all day, and then like the redneck hates the government who's like welding his own car together that looks like a tank. Like you're like, the Northwest is a weird place. It's a very, very strange place. We take all types and we stick them right next door. We don't judge. Euphilia, 2B. 2B we didn't even get to see 2B. The multicultural ghetto, exactly. That's the thing nobody understands. There's two people that use Cash App. And that is the black male who is worried about the government tracking their things and is also wary of Facebook. Why is Venmo asking me for these questions? And it's the 50-year-old white guy who's like, I don't know if the government should have my information. This seems kind of, I don't know. If I give Venmo my info, I don't know about that. I'm going to switch over to this Cash App is what I'm going to use. Yeah. Proto Killdozer. Kind of. It was hilarious because it looked like a pig. Like for some reason he made like a choo-choo train out of his truck. But like you could tell that he was just trying to make it look like art, but it was more like a prepper mobile. Very weird. But he could weld. Oh, he could weld. He welded that bitch together for sure. Miri should not be on here. Love my multicultural street gangs. Really makes you hope in this equality thing. Together. Gundo. I don't know. Why would you put Misuzu above Tomo in the Tomo anime? Do people feel bad for Misuzu? Is that what's going on here? They're like, oh, I could fix her. Is that? Is that I think I answered my own question. They're like, oh, I like this Tomo-chan anime, but like Tomo's got a boyfriend already, but Mizuzu, I could fix her. They want to be stepped on? Okay. That works too. That works too. We can go with both of those. Handyman's Night Girl, Carol down here with her fluffy pillows. Resting bitch face. Anime fans love to be degraded. Yeah. Never forget. Wait, hold on. How many seasons are we at now? I just forgot. I gotta remember so that I can tell you not to forget. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Sequel. Wait, is this one finished too? Okay. Are we getting a third season? Maybe we're getting a third season. Never forget, we have more than one season of make a disgusting face while showing me your panties. Disgusted, not disgusting. Make a disgusted face while showing me your panties. More than one season of that anime. You like Carol Aquili? Yeah, Carol's I like Carol's whole arc throughout the series. That she goes from sort of dumb bimbo princess to actually finding love. I thought that was great. That's a whole genre of hentai, not just the anime. But there's a mainstream anime. Like you could make anything into like a hentai and be like, oh, there's some people who follow this hentai tag, and you'd be like, oh, that's kind of gross. But like, there's a season of actual anime. Let's just check out these panties while I look at you like a disgusted like. Wait, that was an anime? Yes. Not a hentai, an anime. WTF? What do you mean WTF? Don't you? Jesus sat with sinners and tax collectors, who are also sinners. You should be well acquainted with the depravity of the world. What is hentai? Okay, Dad. Hold on while I tell a deacon what hentai is. Hentai is the Japanese word for perverted. So sometimes you'll see a show like the perverted Stony Cat, and you'll see hentai in the name, and you'll be like, oh, interesting. Or you'll hear people in anime say hendes or hentai, like, or something like that, because they're calling someone a pervert. So it literally means perverted. But hentai as a genre, as a medium, is anime porn. It is anime pornography. And it has a long and storied history that can trace its roots back to the 1400s, as far as like the drawn style goes, and then in the more modern era of the tentacle. Also, the fuda. How can you be aware of fuda existing and not know what hentai is? Fuda is 100% a hentai thing. It was a short show, but yes. Yeah, it looked like it was just 6 OVAs. And then season 2 of more OVAs. You'll hear the word hentai a lot if you watch Hensky. True. Because it literally means perverted. Like, it's a word that you'll hear people say in anime, calling anyone a pervert. Or if you watch, like, dubs or subs, if the dub or sub says, you lech, or you perv, you know, anything like that, they're going to be saying hentai. Fuda is one of the most popular hentai tags. We got to keep Fuda more popular than NTR at the end of the day. That's the reality. That's where our fight starts and ends. It's keeping Fuda more popular than NTR. I don't know that we know that, fan site. There's no way the Japanese schools are full of 19-year-olds. That's not what the intro splash says. The intro splash says everyone is of age. Pervy Sage in Naruto. Yeah, they would have called him hentai. Because it's just a word for perv, but like hentai as like a thing is like, oh, you're watching Japanese porn or animated porn. I don't want to look through the best boys. Let's look at the couples. See what we agree with on the couple ships, and then we'll call it a night. Himuru and Fuyutsuki, this makes me happy. They are such a fun couple. They're a realistic couple. They're a couple that you're like, yeah, they work well together. And I like this. They call him Arrow Sensei. Oh, okay. Then they're calling him literally like erotic sensei. Anisphia and Euphilia. I feel like everyone says that they needed more together. Angel Next Door spoils me rotten. Said my piece on that one. Bell X Ryu. Who's Ryu in that series? Hold on. Is it wrong to pick up Ryu? Ryu Lion? Oh, the green elfish girl. Okay. Senpai and Hayase. Top tags: big breast, soul female, soul male. Only one of those characters present. Group, anal, lol. Uh-oh. Stockings, schoolgirl uniform, Nakadashi. Glasses, BJ, full color, Shotokan. Oh, man. I know my Naruto. Thank you, Pop, for coming in with the Naruto knowledge. June and Tomo. I don't like them being so far down when they have like such an explicit ending. Over on Kick, hello, beautiful. Well, hello to you as well, Drongatano. Drongatanu. Not sure how to say that name. It's a crazy name. Or if it's Drongatanu. Can't read that very well. Strongest, why you're so encyclopedic? Because he's got access to the hentai tag page. That's why my Kick page is labeled as 18 plus. Oh gosh, Serranos, can you save some of that for posting? Like you can post that in Kick, okay? Literally just listing off the top. Yeah, you can list off all of your favorite hentai tags over in Kick. All right, that's what it'll be for. Oh my goodness. Saito and Rails. I'm glad they made top 10. That makes me happy. Oh, fuck Serranos. Why doesn't that tag properly? Sometimes the tags don't work. I hate that we have so many of these and like, what is wrong? You have a website that posts like the same couples every time. Why do none of them have images? Why are you doing this to me? That's what people like the most. Me. Jesus wept. Yes. Yes. Here we all thought Jesus was crying because of what he was going to have to face. We're like, oh, he's worried, well, not worried because he's Jesus, but he's thinking about having to bear the burden of, he's got to go to the cross, and he's got to die. And we're thinking like physically, like Jesus has to like go through all the pain, the torment, the crucifixion. He's got to go through all this, and we're as people thinking like he's got to go through all that. No, Jesus wept because he saw your browsing history on the internet. because he saw all of the sin he was going to bear. He was like, oh, clicking that NTR tag again, and just tears flowing, flowing. That's why Jesus wept. Not because of the pain he was about to go through, but because of your browsing history. Alrighty. That is the wrap up of our short Wednesday stream. We're at 8 o'clock. It's time to call it. Thank you for letting me call it on that note, I guess. Everyone. Oh baby. End of the side eye. Don't tell an atheist that, because they'll use that as an argument for the fact that God doesn't exist. What is NTR? NTR is netorare, and it's basically a cheating spouse, I guess you could call it. Cuck shit. Yeah. It has many forms. Sometimes it's forced, sometimes it's unforced, sometimes it's hypnotized. It has many terrifying things. But the joke is that the NTR is the number one in Korea. That's the better one. The food truck manga is about Blaine. Oh, thank you. That makes me happy. Alrighty, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I am very excited to move on with this week now that I have completed all of the work on the truck that I can do. Let the contractors take care of the rest, and then see how quickly I can get all of the new plans approved. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll catch you next time. Kampai, everybody.